And so, St. Joseph is kind of like this piece of wood right here. Big and strong and firm, and it could be shaped. But one of the things it's not is that it's not rough around the edges. So you just kind of have to, sand it down a little bit. And that's the way St. Joseph is. He's big and strong, but he's not at all rough around the edges. He's actually quite refined. In fact, you can say that he's a refined gentleman. How do you know that? We know that certainly is because he's got a great eye for women. He knows exactly which one to pick out, and he certainly picked out the best. So you guys want to come with me and meet the person of his affection? Come on, let's go. Come on. And this, my friends, is the person of his affection. She's young, she's beautiful, she has a great smile, she has a great personality, she's nice and kind to her friends. In fact, she even has great parents. But you know what? St. Joseph is a complete refined gentleman. He's able to see beyond all of her beauty. He's actually able to see her as a dignified, full person, not just a pretty smile or a pretty face. And so the way Joseph viewed Mary is the same way that God asks us to view ourselves and Him. In the great Shema, where He says, "Hear, O Israel, you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, and all of your soul, and all of your mind, and all of your strength." In other words, each person has all of those layers, and He's able to view Mary in all of those layers. He sees her heart, her soul, her mind, and obviously her body as well. He loved all parts of her. And in fact, you could see that He has a great influence in His own Son, Jesus, is because the next commandment that is like that is that you shall love your neighbor as yourself. In fact, Joseph is the model of this, is because he says to Mary, I shall love you. I shall love the opposite sex as myself. And that's the legacy that Joseph leaves for his son, Jesus. And so the dignity and respect that Joseph gave to Mary as a boyfriend and as a husband has long-term impact upon the family. In fact, that's exactly the role model that Joseph gave his son Jesus as a father. Because later on we see throughout Scripture that's exactly how Jesus treats other women, with respect and dignity. And you see this clearly in the example how He treats Mary, his mother, down the road. Even though Joseph has already passed on to the heavenly kingdom, where Mary and Jesus together goes to the wedding at Cana. And Mary points out to him, or actually nags at Jesus, "Son, they're out of wine. Take care of them, help them out." And you see that Jesus didn't talk back to his mom. Jesus listened to his mom. And even though he says, "Mother, my hour has not come," he doesn't mean that he won't do it. It just means that it's not his time to reveal his glory yet. But he obeyed his mother, and he commanded the water into wine. And so just as respectful and loving Joseph is to Mary, so is her son to Mary down the road. And another example, even not his mother, when Jesus was in ministry, he traveled through the land of Samaria, and he encountered a Samaritan woman, really despised by the Jewish people. And so he comes to the land of Samaria, and he approaches a woman who was getting water at the noon hour, the hottest time of the day. Why would she do that? It's because she had no self-esteem. She had no self-dignity. In fact, she was what we call a sinful woman in society. And so other people looked down at her. She probably didn't feel too good about herself. So that's why she came at a time when no one would be around the well. But in her sinfulness, in her loss of self-dignity, it is actually Jesus who approaches her and gives her back her self-dignity, her self-respect, by asking her to do him a favor. Can you please give me some water? But through that encounter, really, Jesus also helps her to look inside her heart and gives her the opportunity for conversion, not a put down, but conversion to be reborn, a child of God, by reminding her that you are right, woman. What you say is absolutely correct. You've had 5 husbands, and the one that you're living with right now is not your husband. All those things are true. So to a sinful woman, to a woman at the well, to a Samaritan woman, Jesus gives her back her dignity, her self-respect. And so just like the woman at the well, each one of us, whether man, woman, or child, who've had a bad experience in life, who've had sinful experiences, decisions we've regretted, all of those things which have hurt us or destroyed our being, really, but Jesus gives it all back to us because He's the living water. And you know why? Is because through the example of His father, earthly father Joseph, He learns that as to how you treat a woman, the full person, not just the body. And it's really a challenge for all of us men, really, because we really never know the impact that it has on our children, others around us, the way we talk to women, the way we treat our girlfriends, how we are as husbands, and how we are as fathers. It impacts not only our children, but many, many generations to follow. So it's incumbent upon us to take on that role model of St. Joseph, to be the man that he is, strong yet loving and kind and respectful of others. And so I ask you to stay with us on this journey as we continue throughout the Joe's Masterclass as we walk in the steps of St. Joseph. See you next time.